In the heart of a bustling metropolis, nestled amidst towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, lies a hidden relic of the past, an ancient temple long forgotten by the modern world. Its weathered stone walls whispered tales of a time when gods walked among mortals, and prophecies shaped the course of civilization. Within the temple's dimly lit chambers, adorned with cryptic symbols and faded murals, sat a group of scholars and historians, drawn together by a shared curiosity for the enigmatic past. Among them was Professor Elena Ramirez, a renowned archaeologist known for her unyielding pursuit of truth. As the group sifted through dusty scrolls and crumbling manuscripts, one document seized Elena's attention, a prophecy dating back centuries, foretelling a cataclysmic event that would echo through the ages. The prophecy spoke of a great upheaval, where the earth would tremble and the seas would rise, engulfing lands in turmoil. It described a time when mankind would be tested, when the boundaries between the past and present would blur, and the fate of civilizations would hang in the balance. Intrigued by the prophecy's relevance to the modern world, Elena embarked on a quest to unravel its mysteries, driven by a sense of urgency that she could not shake. Little did she know that her journey would lead her down a path fraught with peril and discovery, where the echoes of the ancients would resonate with chilling clarity. Determined to unearth the truth hidden within the prophecy, Elena delved deeper into its cryptic verses, scouring ancient texts and consulting with scholars from around the globe. Each clue she uncovered unveiled a fragment of the impending disaster, painting a portrait of doom that loomed ever closer. As she pieced together the puzzle, Elena found herself consumed by a sense of foreboding. The signs were unmistakable, the earth groaned beneath her feet, and the whispers of the wind carried tales of unrest from distant shores. In her quest for answers, Elena journeyed to the far corners of the world, seeking out remnants of ancient civilizations and deciphering the secrets they guarded. From the desolate sands of the Egyptian desert to the mist-shrouded temples of the Amazon rainforest, she followed the trail of prophecy, driven by a relentless determination to avert catastrophe. Yet, with each revelation came a new layer of complexity, as the prophecy defied conventional interpretation, its meaning shrouded in ambiguity and uncertainty. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Elena found herself grappling with doubts and fears that threatened to consume her. But amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged. A forgotten legend whispered in hushed tones among the elders of a remote village, nestled high in the mountains of Tibet. According to the legend, a relic of untold power lay hidden beneath the earth, a talisman capable of averting the disaster foretold by the ancients. With newfound resolve, Elena set out on her most perilous journey yet, guided by the faint echo of prophecy and the flickering flame of hope that burned within her heart. Little did she know that the greatest challenges lay ahead, as the forces of fate conspired to test her resolve in ways she could scarcely imagine. The journey to the remote mountains of Tibet tested Elena's endurance and resolve. She traversed treacherous terrain, battling the elements and braving the unforgiving wilderness that guarded the ancient relic she sought. As she climbed higher into the mist-shrouded peaks, guided by the wisdom of local guides and the whispers of the wind, Elena felt the weight of centuries pressing down upon her. Each step brought her closer to the heart of the prophecy, closer to the truth that lay hidden beneath the earth. Finally, after days of arduous travel, Elena stood before the entrance to a hidden sanctuary, its walls adorned with symbols of power and protection. With trembling hands, she pushed open the massive stone doors, revealing a chamber bathed in the soft glow of ancient torches. Within the sanctuary, Elena discovered the relic she had sought, a small, unassuming amulet adorned with intricate runes and shimmering with an otherworldly light. As she reached out to grasp it, a sense of awe washed over her, mingled with a profound sense of responsibility. For she knew that the fate of humanity rested in her hands, that the ancient prophecy had chosen her as its bearer, tasked with wielding the power of the relic to avert disaster and usher in a new era of hope. But as Elena held the amulet aloft, a shadow fell across the sanctuary, a darkness born of ages past, a force that sought to undo all she had fought for. With a sense of urgency, she knew that her time was running out, that the forces of fate were converging upon her with relentless determination. And so, with the weight of the world upon her shoulders, Elena steeled herself for the final battle, determined to defy destiny and rewrite the pages of history. Little did she know that her greatest challenge lay not in the world beyond, but within the depths of her own soul, where the echoes of the ancients whispered words of courage and conviction. As Elena emerged from the sanctuary, clutching the ancient amulet tightly to her chest, she found herself confronted by a gathering storm, an ominous tempest that roiled and churned with the fury of ages past. Dark clouds loomed overhead, casting a pall of shadow over the mountain peaks, while thunder rumbled ominously in the distance. It was as if the very elements themselves conspired to thwart her quest. to snuff out the faint spark of hope that flickered within her heart. But Elena refused to yield to despair. With steely determination, she pressed onward, guided by the unwavering light of the amulet and the echoes of the ancients that whispered words of courage in her ear. As she descended from the mountain sanctuary, the world around her seemed to blur and warp, as if reality itself had become untethered from the bonds of time and space. Strange visions danced at the edges of her consciousness, fleeting glimpses of a world in turmoil, where the lines between past, present, and future blurred into indistinct shades of gray. But amidst the chaos, a voice called out to her, a voice from beyond the veil of time, echoing with the resonance of 1,000 forgotten whispers. It spoke of sacrifice and redemption, of the eternal struggle between light and darkness, and the power that lay dormant within the heart of humanity. With each step, Elena felt the weight of destiny bearing down upon her, as if the very fabric of reality strained beneath the burden of her choice. For she knew that the path ahead was fraught with peril, that the forces of darkness would stop at nothing to see the prophecy fulfilled. But she also knew that she could not falter, that the fate of the world depended on her courage and resolve. And so, with unwavering determination, she set forth into the unknown, prepared to confront whatever trials lay ahead in her quest to defy destiny and rewrite the future. As Elena journeyed onward, the world around her seemed to teeter on the brink of chaos. Natural disasters ravaged distant lands, and the cries of the oppressed echoed through the corridors of time. It was as if the prophecy had woven its threads into the very fabric of reality, shaping the course of events with an unseen hand. But amidst the turmoil, a glimmer of hope shone bright, a beacon of light amidst the encroaching darkness. For Elena carried within her the ancient amulet, a talisman of power that held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the prophecy and forging a new path forward. With each passing day, she felt the weight of responsibility pressing down upon her, a burden that threatened to overwhelm her fragile resolve. Yet, in the depths of her heart, she found strength, a strength born of faith and conviction, tempered by the fires of adversity. And so, she pressed onward, guided by the echoes of the ancients and the whispers of destiny that beckoned her ever closer. Along the way, she encountered allies and adversaries alike, strangers bound by a common purpose, and foes driven by fear and desperation. But through it all, Elena remained steadfast in her quest, unwavering in her commitment to defy fate and rewrite the pages of history. For she knew that the power of the prophecy lay not in its words alone, but in the choices of those who dared to challenge its dictates and carve their own destinies from the fabric of time. And so, as the world trembled on the brink of disaster, Elena stood as a beacon of hope, a symbol of defiance in the face of insurmountable odds. For she knew that the echoes of the ancients resonated within her soul, guiding her on a journey that would shape the fate of generations to come. In the final throes of her journey, Elena found herself standing on the precipice of destiny, a solitary figure cast against the backdrop of the world in turmoil. Before her lay the culmination of centuries of prophecy, a convergence of forces that threatened to unravel the very fabric of reality itself. But amidst the chaos, Elena remained resolute, her eyes fixed upon the horizon as she prepared to confront the darkness that threatened to consume all she held dear. With the ancient amulet clasped tightly in her hand, she felt the power of the ancients coursing through her veins, filling her with a sense of purpose that transcended the bounds of mortal comprehension. And then, as if summoned by the hand of fate itself, the forces of darkness descended upon her, a legion of shadows born from the depths of the abyss, their eyes ablaze with the fires of malice and despair. But Elena did not waver. With a defiant cry, she unleashed the power of the amulet, channeling its ancient energies into a torrent of light that blazed forth like a beacon in the darkness. The shadows recoiled before her, their twisted forms writhing in agony as they sought to snuff out the flickering flame of hope that burned within her heart. Yet, even as the battle raged on, Elena knew that victory lay not in the defeat of her enemies, but in the triumph of the human spirit, a spirit forged in the crucible of adversity, tempered by the fires of determination and courage. And so, with one final act of defiance, she unleashed the full power of the amulet, unleashing a wave of energy that swept across the land, banishing the darkness and heralding a new dawn of hope and possibility. As the echoes of the ancients faded into the ether, Elena stood alone amidst the wreckage of a world reborn, a world where the prophecy had been rewritten, and the future lay open like a blank page, waiting to be written by the hands of those brave enough to seize their own destiny. And in that moment, she knew that the echoes of the ancients would forever guide her on a journey of discovery and redemption, as she walked the path of the prophecy, a beacon of hope in a world cast adrift in the currents of time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more stories. Until next time, take care and keep watching.